Hello, good morning. I'm quite pumped today. This is Dr. Khushbu Shah here. I'm founder of Earthlings and an Access Consciousness facilitator. And today is Monday, and so we have another Wake Up with the Earth session. But today, for the Wake Up with the Earth session, we've got some special guests joining us, and I'm quite pumped. It's Artemis and Aleisha. They'll be here soon enough. There she is. Go live with Aleisha. I think she'll join it. Go live with Aleisha. Yes!
Hi.
Hi, Aleisha. I'm so happy you're here. And Artemis. Hey there. How are you? Is it afternoon there?
It is afternoon here.
Good. But we're still waking up with Artemis and Aleisha. Hey,
Good morning, India.
Artemis. Ah, yeah. Well, okay, good. So that is Artemis. So he's a bearded dragon, and we have the beautiful Aleisha, Dragon Mom, with us. And the reason I wanted to do this is Aleisha is also an access consciousness facilitator and a whole bunch of other things, and I'm sure she will introduce herself. But the reason I wanted to do this Wake Up with the Earth session slightly differently and with these guys today was because recently I attended a Talk to the Animals class. And so we were working with dogs and cats and horses, the regular animals. And then, and then Aleisha got Artemis on screen. And I'm like, whoa, that's different. And I've grown up in a space where, like, you're supposed to be scared or either disgusted by lizards. But this guy changed my entire perspective in like 15 minutes, 10 minutes. And I was like, this is awesome. Like, I don't know if you guys know this scene right now. Like, even before I started, there's just this peace and space. So, hello there. Would you like to tell
He's
me
watching.
something? Yeah, he's watching.
There's lots of people looking at you now. Sure, I can talk for a long time about Artemis and our adventures together. You want some carrot now? He
So, how
likes
did
to
you?
eat carrot.
He loves to eat carrot. Okay, cool.
Seeing if I can get him to eat something. He's oh my gosh. I love the way he puts his legs. See how he's comfortable? Tucks his legs in.
Oh, that is so cool. So, you just like caught on, like, this is like
Yep.
piggyback riding done another way.
Yeah.
Like,
Also, he's a little bit cool, so he's actually flattened out on my hand. These guys are cold-blooded, so they don't generate their own warmth.
yeah.
And so when I touch him, he's like, "Oh my gosh, you're so warm." And one of the things they do is they flatten out their stomach so that they have a larger surface area. So when he's in the sun,
Right.
he'll get bigger
Must be
and
more of the
flatter.
sun. That is so cool. Hi, Artemis. So can you tell me about how you met him? Like where and how and
I was I had a bearded dragon years ago. His name was Fantas, and I moved and I couldn't take him with me, and so I gifted him to some friends to take care of. Years on, I started hearing the whispers of another bearded dragon. He told me his name. He told me that there were two, and he told me his sister's name. And I'm like, no, I don't want to. I don't want another bearded dragon. Anyway, it went like this for months and months, and then I was working on a cattle station in Western New South Wales, so out in the country, and I was having smoko for which is morning tea or
Okay.
lunch, little lunch break, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
And a clutch had been born in the garden,
Cool.
and he was there,
He's awesome.
and he talks really loud. He's like me.
Yeah, like I have to look at him right now. Like pulling, yes, Lou. What would you like to talk to us about, Artemis? How do you wake up? Oh, peacefully.
Hey everyone. Hey, thanks for being
Hi,
here. Hey
Sophia.
Joseph.
Hi, Soumya. Good to see you. So, what we've been doing is with this wake up with the earth thing, especially because I've always had this trouble waking up. I'm more of a night person, and then I was like, so many things. So I've been trying different things to wake up more happy, more like, hello there. And we did one last Monday with animals in my front yard, so the birds and um, the dog and etc. etc. And that was such a different space of waking up. And now this guy wakes up very differently. So that's just like this guy's different. So for those guys out there, like if you could just tap into him, like just lower your barriers. Like what I mean by lowering your barriers is just relax, like really relax. Like all of us have these energetic barriers running up all the time. Like so just relax and like relax and relax even more and just tap into him right now. Oh, I love it.
It's pretty good.
It's just like this stillness and peace and nothing else. Yes, exactly. Such a beautiful being. Oh, would you like to tell me like a little adventure or something that's popping in your space with Artemis?
I can give him to eat.
Ooh.
He missed it. Go again.
Hi. Oh, cool. So cool.
Well, a most recent visit during the Talk to the Animals class, in fact, just last
Yeah.
weekend, I went to house sit on a property, and there were horses there, and there was a dog, Frankie, her name was. She's a 9-month-old band dog, and it was the sweetest introduction, these two. Um, she was like, dogs are their predator, birds are their predator, but Frankie was just so sweet, and so I energetically introduced them, and then I brought Artemis down to her level, and she just was like, much like what most people do when they meet Artemis. They're like,
Yeah, like just like, what is this?
what
This
is
is
this?
different.
Yeah. And she was so good. Like she never went to lick him or threaten him in any way. And he really knows as well. Like Artemis has met quite a few dogs now. And some dogs he's like, no. He tells
Yeah.
me like when I go to put him near them, he'll move back.
Yeah.
That's his visual way that he expresses himself. Like no, and but other dogs, he's very very cool. Am I freezing?
Yes. But I'm not sure if that's me or it's you. I think it's you because I was moving. But it's good. You're back.
Did you hear what I said?
Um, I heard about the part of the dogs where he knows which dogs not to, so, where you doesn't want to go
Exactly.
close to by just like moving back. I heard that part. Oh. Do you want to talk about, I don't know, I just want to talk about the zone of awareness. For some reason, I think it'll be relevant to a lot of people, like his zone of awareness and just
Mm.
zone of awareness in general.
Do you want to talk about it, or would you like me to?
It'd be awesome if you talk about it, like with respect to him and everything.
So yeah, when we work with horses and cats and dogs and animals in general, you can ask, what is their zone of awareness? What is their energetic space that they occupy? Like how far, if you tap into Artemis now, how far out do you get he is aware of? Do you perceive his space and what he's aware of energetically going on? Yes.
Ah,
And you can ask questions about that. I mean, different animals have different spaces. I mean, if you tap into your pet that you have with you now, if you have a pet, and perceive what their space, energetic space might be, how far around them are they aware?
it's so
And then
cool. As soon
maybe
as I,
perceive a bird, like a eagle or a pelican any bird, it doesn't matter, and perceive what their space would be. Did you notice a difference?
I did. For those of y'all who don't know, like, have never been introduced to access, but maybe some people here, um, when we talk about the zone of awareness, it's like, um, it, it's like you have your body, but your awareness can extend beyond your body to occupy like space far beyond your body. And when you're occupying that much space, there's actually a sense of peace. And it's different with everyone. And with animals also, it's so different. And it's different for different animals. And if you occupy that space, like if you are as big as that zone of awareness that is an animal, you I you also give them a sense of like this space because you're also being space, and it's such a gift when you're actually being beyond and with your zone of awareness and their zone of awareness. It's interesting. So it's this space that you occupy beyond your physical body that you're aware of.
Thank you for the.
I hope I
Thank
made
you for
sense.
sharing. Yeah, it did. It
Put,
did.
put these things into words. Oh, but he is so
Well,
cool.
it's like what you were saying. You just have to look at him, that space that he invites you to be when you be with him. That's his space. If you've ever been stressed or anxious and you've gone to, grab your pet and hug them, which I do. I do hug Artemis.
Yeah,
They invite you to be a greater space and more ease.
cool is that? He's awesome. Like I remember speaking to you the other day, and you said, "Hey, whenever you want to tap into Artemis, you can, if you'd like to receive something. And anytime I go into this weird stress mode, it's like, wait, hold on, let me tap into Artemis. And it's so quick. It's like I tap into it and I'm like, ugh. I just like total stillness and relaxation. I was like, whoa, that's fast. It's like, I don't wonder how big his zone of awareness actually is. Like, he occupies the entire planet, dude. The other thing I wanted to also talk about is like how much history, like, believe me, I have learned, taught, and been petrified and almost like, I don't want to look at lizards. Keep lizards away from me. Like, we've got all these ball lizards, like, that come in, and it's just such a, well, it's not this, it's never been this. It's like, wait, hold on, I'm missing out on like this entire space and energy that's available. And I was like, cool, I'm gonna receive some lizards. That doesn't mean I'm gonna pet one today, but I will. I'll relax into that one.
What a gift.
Yeah.
Really. The receiving that Oop, what are you doing? Looking at something. Hi.
Hey.
He pepped up. He's like, yeah, you can receive me more. Here's more.
And usually in my lives, I talk a lot. I literally don't want to talk today. It's like, just guys, look at it. Oh, hey, Dad. Beauty.
He's just hanging on to his tail with his back feet.
Yeah, now he's. Reminds me of yoga poses, I'm not kidding. Like, there are like stretches and stuff.
He's very cute when he sleeps because he'll put this arm down, see if I can do it, he's hanging on, by his body, and he'll flatten out his legs and he'll just completely surrender.
Melt. Yeah, like.
Yeah.
So when does he puff up, like, the thing? Like, what is usually the.
So a few times he does it like yoga for stretching.
Okay, cool.
He'll take in air and blow up his beard and fill up his whole body with oxygen, and that creates space around his organs, and then he'll kind of move and stretch. He'll also puff up his beard when he's feeling threatened.
That.
So that's his threat or his defense mechanism. They don't bite. They will go dark in color, and they'll puff up their beard and they'll go. And I posted something on my
I saw it. I saw your story
Instagram story. Yeah.
I was like, that's awesome. So beautiful. Just like, wee.
Yeah.
Hey, dude.
I get he also does it when he's joyful as well. When he's like, first thing in the morning is most often when he'll do it. He'll just sit up there, he'll be looking around, and then he'll go, and he'll puff up his beard, and he'll do a bit of a wiggle with his body.
Yeah.
And then he's
it's like, I've seen even dogs and cats, like the first thing that they do when they wake up is stretch. Like they stretch their bodies, like literally. And I wondered if that's what like even he's doing, and what are they showing us? Like, hey, stretch your body when you wake up. I think it'll feel good.
Definitely.
Hey. Oh, awesome. Thank you so much. Is there anything else that you'd like to sort of
Anything
share
you'd
with
like
us?
to say? It's like I said it all. Thank you for receiving him
Yeah, thank you.
and being present with him. That was one of the things that we were aware of on now our talk to the animals adventure recently is like he loves to be admired.
Yeah, loves to be shown and seen and hey, look at
So,
me, look at me, look at how cool I am. So cool. What will it take for us to like? This is like another space. What if you invited this every morning when you wake up, like instead of going into like a to-do list and I need to, what if you just took like, just like about 10, 15 minutes and just like relax, stretch a little, be space, tap into lizards around you, maybe different, tap into Artemis. Oh, this is such a peaceful way of being. It's awesome. It's awesome.
and thank you for inviting us.
Thank you, Alicia and Artemis. I hope we can. I wonder what else is possible. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. Like, I know we didn't speak much, but just it's amazing. And if you'd like to know more about Talk to the Animals or Artemis or Alicia or what we do, reach out to us. We're
Yeah, always happy to chat.
here. Thank you, Artemis. Oh, I could just stay here all day long looking at it like this.
I have spent hours just hanging with him in the sun. Hours. And then I look at the clock and I'm like, what happened? It's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I sat down at 10.
But yeah, like it's almost like this may sound weird or funny, but it's like every animal has their own clock. Like they function in a very different space and time. Like it just, it's just like not relevant, and it's so different in their world. Like I look at ants and they going in their own pace and speed and time and whatever that is to them, and then I look at dogs, they have a different space. And then this guy is just like timeless, like, hey, chill.
He's
Why are you
more
rushing
with the
around?
he's more with the rhythms of the earth and
Yeah,
than the clock.
yeah. And that's like we have a different sense, which is closer to the to how the earth is than anything else. Ah, thank you, Earthling. I'm also asking, like, to for this energy, like, to ooze through my entire day and my body. How does it get better than that? Thank you so much. You guys have any questions or anything? Anyone who's on, if you want to ask anything? Good.
Thank you
We'll
for
watch
sharing.
this later in the day and we'll have more people asking. And connect with us. We're here. Awesome.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
thank you,
Alicia.
thank you for
Thank you,
sharing.
Artemis. Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.